What's up guys, it's Matt from TDM Style here and welcome back to the channel for another review, and this week we're talking about 3 new items from the Fuertes Hair Studio. We have his shampoo and conditioner called Cleanse, as well as his styling pomade. Alright, so if you've watched my early review of the clay from Fuertes, you know how much I absolutely fucking love that stuff. It's just a wonderful oil/wax-based clay, and so when I heard he was coming out with an oil-based pomade, even though I'm not typically a pomade guy per se, I was excited to get my hands on that and try it out. And shampoos and conditioners are always something that I like experimenting with as well, so I figured that his stuff was going to be great. So let's crack into everything and see what we have. Real quick before we get started though, I did just want to mention about his clay. Recently, Frankie's supplier started giving him a different kind of bentonite that he's using. It's actually a higher grade one, but the only real difference that we'll notice is the color. So it's the same performance, nothing's really changed about the formula, but you will notice if you're getting a new jar of clay that the color now is not really gray anymore, it's more of an off-white. So I just wanted to let you guys know so that if you do get another jar and we're wondering if the formula changed or something, it didn't. It's just a different, basically different color bentonite. So jumping into packaging first, the shampoo and conditioner come in these 8.45 fluid ounce or 250 milliliter white plastic bottles with a pop top. And the pomade comes in the same 3 ounce or 85 gram white and black plastic tub with the stick-on labeling as you would get with the clay. So I quite like the packaging. I'm always one for sort of minimalist looks, so black and white, minimal font. They look like something that you would see on the shelf in a barbershop, so I'm all for that. No complaints there. All right, next, everybody's favorite category of scent. So let's talk about the pomade first, because that one's got the scent right on the front. That is Ylang Ylang, and yes, I looked up the pronunciation of that because I had no fucking idea, and bergamot. So Ylang Ylang is a kind of, I think it's like a tree, like a citrusy tree, but that gives it kind of a bit of a floral scent, and then you've got the kind of orangey, zesty of the bergamot. I definitely get the bergamot first with that kind of orange rind type of scent. And this one, to be honest, this is a little bit too floral for me. I much prefer the scent of his clay, which is that sweet orange and lavender. Like that one's floral, but it's not too floral. This one is quite a bit different. I don't smell it once it's in my hair, so that's not that big of a deal. But if you're, combing it and running your hands through it, of course, then you will smell it at that point. Now, the shampoo and conditioner, on the other hand, love the smell on these. I don't exactly know what it is because it's not really specified on their website as to like a specific range of notes. But I will say it's clean, it's light, it's kind of hard to describe. It's unique. I would call it a unisex scent, so guys or girls would have a fine time with this. And it's not super strong, so you will get a really nice scent while you're, running it through your hair in the shower, but after that, you won't really smell it much anymore. All right, next, we're gonna briefly touch on ingredients. I mean, obviously, we've got 3 products, we've got a fuckload of ingredients here, so I'm not gonna read all of them, but I will have them either listed in the description below, or I'll just put a link to their website, because they do have them all listed there as well. Now, for both the shampoo and conditioner, we do have these symbols down on the front label here, so we've got 100% vegan, cruelty-free, organic ingredients, and sulfate and paraben-free. Now, I will read a little bit on the back. There's a little bit of a blurb about how the shampoo and conditioner are supposed to work. So this says, the shampoo gently cleanses your hair, instantly delivering a smoother texture and a cleaner, fresh feeling. Our unique formula ensures the removal of product buildup, while its gentleness allows for continual, everyday application. Our Cleanse shampoo is recommended for regular use on uncolored, normal, and fine hair. Now, if you heard that uncolored hair bit, naturally that was a concern for me, being as I have very colored hair, so I did talk to Frankie before using these. I wanted to make sure that they would be okay for me, and he mentioned that they are designed to be a very light type of cleanser, and that his wife has color in her hair and she uses them, and it's not been a problem at all. And I will say, since I've been testing them for a couple of weeks now, I haven't had any problems. I haven't experienced any more color bleed than I normally would with any other color-safe shampoos that I typically use. Now, the little blurb on the conditioner says it's an extremely lightweight secondary product designed for continual everyday application. Our unique formula allows instant softness whilst making the hair noticeably easier to manage and style. Our cleanse conditioner is recommended for regular use on uncolored, normal, and fine hair. Now, ingredients for the pomade. This is a short list, so we can take a quick run through this. Now, the first ingredient is white organic beeswax, and then it's castor oil right after that. So obviously this is an oil-based pomade. It's not water-based, so just something to be aware of. Then we've got some jojoba oil, vitamin E, kaolin clay in there. Then we have some arrowroot powder, ylang ylang oil, and bergamot oil, and that's it. All right, now let's move right over the demo footage, and we'll start with the shampoo and conditioner first, so we'll end up with some clean hair, and then we'll go in with the pomade and see exactly how everything works. All right, so to test the shampoo's ability to remove products, I'm starting out this demo with a shot here. This is my hair with a couple days worth of products in it, so you can see it's looking pretty oily at this point. It definitely needs a wash. So we're gonna wet down my hair, and we're going in with a little bit of the shampoo. And as you can see, when you work it in, this is not going to lather very much, and that's totally normal for something that's sulfate free. All right, so after rinsing out the shampoo, I can say that my hair does feel nice and clean. There's no more product buildup, but it doesn't feel too clean. You know, like some of those deeper cleansing shampoos oftentimes will leave your hair feeling like really stripped and really dry, and that's not the case here. It does feel nice and clean, but not overly so. Next, we're going in with the conditioner, and I can say that as soon as you put this stuff in, it has like a really nice kind of detangling effect. So if your hair feels a little bit on the drier side or anything like that, this just makes it feel nice and smooth. And as always, I recommend that you leave any conditioner that you're using in for at least a minute or so before you rinse it out, just to allow it some time to actually penetrate the hair and really like get that moisture in there. And finally, here is the blow-dried finished result after rinsing out the conditioner. Now, I've got no other products in my hair at this point, and I am happy to say that it is feeling very light, very soft. As you can see, it's got a lot of volume in there, and it has a nice shine to it. All right, and that'll bring us right into the demo for the pomade. Now, I am applying this to dry hair rather than damp hair. I know a lot of people tend to prefer to use pomades in damp hair, but for me, it just doesn't work, because when my hair is damp, all the curliness and stuff stays in there, and no matter how fucking strong of a hold or heavy or whatever your pomade is, my hair just doesn't look good at the end. I have to blow dry it first so that I can smooth it out, straighten it out, and then I can put my product in. Now, as far as the scoop and the breakdown on this, it is a little bit firm in the jar. Not much, though. It is pretty easy to scoop out. You just need a little bit of pressure, and it's very easy to break down. As soon as you get it into your hands and it starts warming up, it breaks down very easily. It's nice and slick, although you will feel a little bit of grittiness in there, which I presume is from the little bit of kaolin clay that's in it, which is interesting. So, as you can see, going into clean dry hair with this pomade, it applies super duper smooth. There is no tug or pull whatsoever. It just glides in nice and easy. Now, as per usual with most oil-based products, you don't necessarily need all that much, so I do recommend starting small and layering in more scoops as needed. Now, I will say going in with the second scoop, and I actually ended up using like a half of a third scoop in there, you can feel the grip a little bit more at that point, but it's still not tuggy or pulley or uncomfortable at all. Once you've got everything worked in, going through with a comb is once again very easy. It stays very slick, although you can certainly feel the kind of just waxy heaviness of it in your hair. You can feel the control, and you just have the ability to shape it into basically whatever you want. Just don't use your fingers, because then the separation just gets too much. But if you're using a comb, it sticks together nice, and it looks very sharp and clean. So here we are with the finished look right after styling. Now, this is designed to be, they're calling it a natural finish product, and so, you know, in my opinion, when you first finish styling it, it's got a bit more shine than that. I would call it like a low to maybe teetering on medium shine, at least for my hair. Although I will say it does take a little bit to set in, and some of that shine does lift out. So if we look here, this is about 15 or 20 minutes later, and I mean, I don't know how well it's coming across on camera, but the shine does let up a little bit into closer to a natural finish. For me, I would still call it something like low shine. I think it does have more shine to it than my hair normally would, like naturally with no product in it. But compared to many other pomades that are usually like a medium or high shine, this definitely is lower than that. Now, this is designed to be a stronghold pomade, and what I can say is that it's kind of like the clay in that it's a strong hold that will just stay put and it'll last all day, but at the same time, it doesn't feel heavy in the hair at all. I mean, even though I've got 2.5 scoops worth in my hair. The volume will stay in there, and it basically won't move at all unless I step out into a crazy windstorm or something. And so it's got the strong hold and control level to keep it in place without feeling heavy and weighing the hair down. So here we have a look at my hair at the end of the day after many hours. You can see it basically looks exactly how it left off. And with this being an oil-based pomade, it is completely restylable. So at any time that you want or need to, you can easily just run a comb through it and restyle it or move it around as necessary. All right, now we can talk about price a little bit. So the shampoo and conditioner come in at $25 a piece, or you can buy them as a set for 45 bucks. So you save yourself a little bit of money there if you buy them both at the same time, which I would, because personally, I never use a shampoo without a conditioner. I just don't, because my hair is dry. I have a dry hair type, so if I used a shampoo without a conditioner, it would be a shit show. And the pomade, much like the clay, comes in at $30, so it is a little bit more on that kind of premium pricing tier, I guess you could call it. But once again, same as the clay, this is homebrewed, it's made by Frankie himself, and it's got, with all those certified organic ingredients in there, it's more expensive to make. So in my opinion, it's like a get what you pay for type of situation. Now, as far as the washout on this, it's an oil-based pomade, so it is not really gonna come out completely if you do the normal shampoo first, then conditioner method. I did test that with these, since Frankie said that these are a lighter type of cleanser, which they are, I agree with that. So I wanted to test it just for yucks to see if they would somehow still pull out the oil-based pomade, and they don't that way, but they do if you do the pomade guy kind of conditioner thing where you put some conditioner in first, let it sit for a few minutes, rinse that out, then do your shampoo, then it comes out fine. All right, so overall thoughts on the Fuertes Cleanse Shampoo and Conditioner as well as the Styling Pomade. I like them all. I think Frankie did a great job. I think he's done it again. I really loved his clay, and I really quite like this stuff as well. And I mentioned I'm not a huge pomade guy, so to be honest, I don't use pomades that frequently. For me, I feel like they just, the shine and the kind of neat combed hairstyles just don't really suit me as well as like a matte kind of messier quiffy hairstyle. So while I don't use pomades all that frequently, on the occasions that I do want to use one, I think that this is a great option because, as I mentioned, I like that it's got a lower shine, it does have a strong hold, but it doesn't feel heavy, and it just stays where you want it all day long. As I said, I'm not nutsy about the scent, but you can't smell it once it's in your hair, so not that big of a deal. And I really like how my hair feels just nice and conditioned after I've used it. And as far as the cleansers, I think they're a great option for a lighter cleanser. Now, as I mentioned, they're not really a deep clean, so if you've got like really thick hair or if you use really heavy products all the time, they might not totally get it out for you, but I do really like how gentle they are. I think the conditioner is really nice. It has a really nice kind of smoothing and detangling effect. And, I just think it makes my hair look and feel really soft. It's got a nice natural shine to it. And it's just, nice light cleansers. So that about wraps things up for this review, guys. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it helpful. Do stay tuned to the channel. I've got lots of exciting stuff coming up soon. Next weekend, I'm definitely doing a full proper review of the new pregame wax paste from the Salon Guy. And I have just lots more stuff to get through. I've got the Label M matte paste that everybody keeps asking for. I've got Fat Boy Perfect Putty and the Putty Spray, which I actually haven't even tried yet, so still wondering what the fuck that is. I've got Morris Motley Treatment Cleansing Oil, as well as his new clay cleanser. That's on the way, so really gonna be interested to do like a first impressions video of that. I've got the Patrick's SH2 shampoo and CD2 conditioner. That was a mouthful. Just tons of stuff coming up soon. You don't want to miss it. So if you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button down below to keep up to date with all that stuff. And as always, thank you guys so much for coming by and watching. And we'll see you at the next one.